Hey, Splendid Snakeo here with another figure review. This time I have got the Medicom MAFEX Dark Knight Rises Batman. Go on everyone, start your throat cancer. Okay, this figure arrived today. I've had a bit of a play around with it, a bit of a fiddling with it, see what it's like. I was really looking forward to this guy, and now that he's actually here, I'm happy with it. A few gripes, yeah, I'm happy with it, yeah. And I brought in the Movie Masters batpod here to see how he sits on that, and as you can see, he sits pretty cool. Nice scene out of the Dark Knight Rises movie. So we'll get to this guy in a mo. Quick look at the box. It's yeah, it's a nice box. It's got a nice blue shading all over it. Says MAFEX #2 here, Dark Knight Rises. Picture of the figure. Some poses in the back, different, and all his accessories, different hands. He comes with a total of 5 hands. I'll go over them in a minute. Another shot of the figure, some writing in Japanese on the bottom, and then at the top, same on the side. Yeah, it comes alright. It's the stand comes behind the actual plastic. It's a black blister with a clear like lid, which just clips on. It's not taped on. The stand was taped on in like a little baggie. Behind that, but you know, it's well packed, so that's alright. Onto the figure. As you can see, he comes with his like a little EMP gun, which he holds very well. Let's go over his little accessories first. And here we have my always fight with the zoom and focus. There we go. You know, it's quite bland, to be honest. There's only the one actual colour, besides the actual like silver plate in there. But it's just a solid black, but it's got some nice details in it. I thought this was a peg to put it on his back, but he has got a hole for the stand, but it's just way too big for the peg, so it doesn't go in there, which is a shame because that'd be cool. Next up we've got the grapple gun, or grapple gun, however you want to pronounce it, which is really nice. It's got a nice bronze with a dark grey handle and, I don't know, pump grip. I think it pumps, I'm not too sure actually. And then 2 silver chambers with like some almost bullet release bits. Sorry, the lamp's too close, that's why it's going all wavy. There you go. Now we'll refocus. Focus. There you go. But it's got some really great detail there. It's a bit of a soft plastic, but you know, and it fits in his hand also really well. So you can, and all that. While on the hands, he comes with, show you all the hands. As I said, he comes with 5 hands. He was boxed with 2 fists. Here these are. Let's get a bit of a zoom. There we go. Some really nice detail in these gloves, very good, like nice bit of wrinkling in the leather, and then the straps where it's attached, you know, it's all really good. And like I said, 2 fists, 2 open kind of clasp ones, excuse me. These also very nice details. Why isn't that focusing? Sorry guys. There we go. But yeah, like really good. And then finally, the last hand he comes with is his trigger hand for holding the EMP. I think it's an EMP gun, and his grapple. But very cool, very detailed. And as you can see, they where's it gone? Got this little peg here, which goes like up and down, and they're just pretty good size hole, and it goes on quite easily, see? So I'll do that, and then we'll go for a fist. And the other one for the rest of the review. Okay, so fists. So let's zoom out. And let's go over the figure. Get these to the side. It also comes with the stand, sorry. Came in 3 pieces, so the base, like, it comes apart. So the base, the prop, and then the claw. 3 separate pieces. They're not ratchety, but they're nice and tight, and if they do loosen, they've just screwed in, so with a small Phillips, so you could easily do them up. But you know, so far I haven't actually used this yet. Holds him off the ground, so pretty good. And that's bent, so you can straighten it up, get him to do some kind of like, if you had the grapple in his hand, you could have him like scaling a wall. But you know, it's a basic. What bases like is good. Onto the actual figure. Right, I'll go over my gripes so far. There's nothing really. I mean, I've seen a few reviews. I mean, Shortmas Prime did one not too long ago, and I saw exactly what he said. I agree with what he said, to be honest. He said they pop off really, really easily, and it's a bit annoying, yes. Like if you're trying to get them into a good pose and stuff. The first thing I did actually was is I checked the joints were okay, and I did that, and it's straight when I was like, no, and I was like, oh yeah, it's okay, it's okay. So it's not the end of the world, and also the torso one came off really easy as well. So again, it's not the end of the world. End of the world. And the other real gripe I've got is his feet never go flat. The toes are always kind of at this. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see like that's flat, and it's like up a little bit. So that's my real gripe. I guess if I'm really nitpicking, I'd like him to maybe be a bit taller, because I was ideally hoping for this to be my 6-inch Batman. And I'll get out some comparisons, but you know, the figure itself is beautiful. The detail on him is just so good. I mean, in the belt, in the armor, the face sculpt is really, really good. And I do have some, in fact, just one sec. Right, sorry about that. Yeah, I just actually found the this is from the Movie Masters head. I just thought his chin was a bit wide, whereas this guy I think is pretty much spot on. I mean, this one is not bad. This one's not bad, but I definitely think that it's better than the Movie Masters. So, you know, there's the head. The chest is really, really nicely detailed. I mean, all these little focus. There we go. All these little things. I was trying to look at that. One sec. Now, when I saw someone else's review, I always thought they were actually like etched in. I thought someone's actually taking all the time, because they do look from a distance that they're actually like moulded in, but they're not. They're just painted on, but they're painted so well. Seeing his like little ab bits and on his breastplates and all that, little kind of like Kevlar kind of look, and it looks so good. It really does. Very impressive. The sculpt in this guy is really there. I mean, you can't complain. The belt's like really, really nice, and it's got a few gizmos on the back here. I don't know what they all are. You know, one thing I don't see is those little circle bomb things he used in the beginning movie. Thought they'd put them on. But yeah, you got a nice armor plate in, and then knee pads. Great sculpt on the boots. Yeah, and the gauntlets, double blades. It's really good. I mean, look at the. If I put a bit of shade in there, you might see it a bit clearer. It's just such great detail in this guy. I mean, he's a bit pricey. I paid, it's not too bad actually. I paid like just under £35 for this guy, off of eBay from the eBuyer Anime King _Inc. I will leave a link below. Does lots of anime products. Really good. He's been great communication, great seller. Very, very happy with the product, so we'll be purchasing from him again. You guys may have gathered I pretty much get all my figures from eBay. Living in the UK, there's just no real like comic shops really anywhere close to me, so it's a shame, but you know, it's what I got. Anyway, this guy. So let's go over his articulation. In fact, let's go over his height first. Got a little trusty tape measure here. He stands for just under 6.5 inches from the horns, the ears. So, you know, just a couple of millimeters under 6.5 inches. So it's a good height for your 6-inch figures, and I'll do a comparison, like I said, in a bit. But articulation. Now the head, I was so impressed with the head. I mean, you've got like a double peg from the head to the neck, and then I think a double peg from the neck to the torso. So you can get really, look at that. I mean, look at that. Really great range of motion there. And you can look really, really nicely down. So you can get a proper cowling over. So that's really good. Now the shoulders are kind of, the balls move, I can't see how it moves, but they've got like an independent movement in the actual shoulder, which is good. Am I focused? Clear that. And then of course you've got the ball disc, which go up only that far because the actual shoulder plate, the shoulder pad's actually attached straight onto the ball joint. And then you've got a bicep swivel, which is not hindered because this is like a softer rubber, so doesn't get hindered in slightly. Does move when you do certain things, so just be careful of that, guys. And then you've got, it popped out again, so you've got to be careful with these things. It's mainly when it applies pressure to the shoulder pad to the back, that seems to push it out the most. And then you've got double joint elbow. I think they rotate, I'm not too sure. They feel like they're going to, but I don't want to push it. So double joint elbow, like I said, pretty good cut. And then you've got the ankle is on a ball joint here. It's not ratcheted, unfortunately, so you can rotate at the actual like gauntlet, and you can rotate at jet of glove, and then you can do plenty of forward and backwards, and you can get a whole range of motion in there. So you can get like you're doing like a ridge hand to someone's face. Anyway, the torso is on, as you saw earlier, it's like a ball which goes straight into there, so you get a pretty good, goes forward quite nicely, and it doesn't look bad actually, if you ask me. It kind of hides really well in the armour. Goes back, whoop, not as much as I'd like, but you know, it's enough. Then you can do a full 360. I might put like a bit of glue in there to try and tighten these joints up if I can. And then you've got a waist ball peg again. I think that pops out. I haven't tried. Oh, there you go. So if you can see, that's really dark. The belt is attached different, but you know, you can get extra joint forward, so you can get a nice curved forward, and it goes further back actually, so you can get some really nice going back. Now the hips are, I would say T, but they can be T. They're like the figures, like I've got a Figure Arts Goku. They've got like that hinge, so you can make them go up and down, so you can hide the joint if you want to, but you can get them down to get like a higher Spartan kick. So you know, that's pretty good. But I kind of like to leave mine at like that, the actual cross of the T. So you get plenty going there. But like I said, you've seen a Spartan kick, they can go out, slash your split kick. But they are basically T joint. They basically are, just with a bit more articulation. You've got a rotation at the thigh, and then you've got a double at the knee. Now again, I think this, like, it wants to bend, I don't know. Now here's an interesting thing. When I bent my knee on this one, there's a little gap there, but on this one, go on, bend, the gap is at the top, so that's a bit weird. I don't know why. They kind of move independently. It's very, very peculiar, but whatever. And then the foot is also the same as the wrist. It's got a ball peg going in there, and I think at this angle, I haven't actually put too much. Yeah, you can get a bit of an ankle pivot in there, so you can get some pretty good angles in there, and you can also rotate it around, so you can get some great things. And then finally, toe articulation. So from the ankle, sorry, you've got from there to there, and then the toe. Toe, to be honest, the toe is not much in it. I suppose it's nice being there, but I don't think it's needed, to be honest. And then you've got the cape, which is, as you've seen, is quite a cloth cape. It's very, very nice material, very loose, very floppy. I don't know, stand up guy, I want to see if I can actually, how well it stretches out. Come on. No, you can't do the glide with it, so you couldn't get him in a glide pose with it, unfortunately. It's not quite there, but you know, it falls really nice. It's just this lovely light cloth, and it doesn't look silly. I mean, I've used cloth as capes in my custom figures, and they always kind of look like they're bunched up or they're hunched over, but no, this looks really, really good. My only gripe about it is it kind of covers his neck, and it should be lower. I might try and fix that, I might leave it, I haven't decided. But yeah, it only comes out to about there on both sides. I try to do it without him falling over. Fail! But yeah, it's a really good figure, really good. As I said, you can go on the Movie Masters batpod, because the one problem with the Movie Masters Batman, which I kind of can show you a comparison, is he just didn't quite go on it properly. But this one, I've been told, I haven't tried it yet, so we shall see. Been told from the reviews I've seen is that he fits on it a lot easier. So far, from when I did that little thing, he did look pretty good. Okay, yeah, the knees, the legs. Oh no, foot's in the wrong place. Sorry guys, I'm doing this as we go, so you know, it's bound to mess up. As they always do. Can't seem to get his foot in. There we go. Right, feet are in the right place. And then he goes in to there and grabs that, and then you can get him looking up. Yeah, one sec. There you go, baby. Only took me 2 seconds. Sorry, I just didn't want to didn't know how long it was going to take, so I don't want to waste all your time. But as you can see, he's on it, and he's got a nice looking up, so you can actually see where he's going. So that's pretty cool. I might actually display him like this. It's really, really cool. I like how he fits on it so well. So there you go, guys. You can do that. All right. Anyway, let's do some quick comparisons before we end the video. Just stand him up straight. One thing that bugs me when people do comparisons is like, why do you comparisons when your character's hunched up? That doesn't show you how tall he is. Alright, if I do him at his highest, so if I pull his legs straight down, that's as tall as he's going to get. Now, for my line, my customs, I've got my Green Lantern, which I was going to show, and I guess he's okay. You know, which I've done a video on this guy already. I guess he's alright. To be honest, like I said, that's as tall as he's going to get, and he looks a bit weird in hip, so I'm probably not going to hold him like that. But I think he's just too short for what I was after, which is kind of bumming me out a little bit. But, you know, it's a really, really great figure. And then this is who I'm going to be using as the Man of Steel Superman. And he just towers him. So it looks like I can't do this guy after all. Oh well, great figure. And then usual suspects. My Cap, who doesn't want to stand. Hyperion, who also doesn't want to stand. What's going on with these figures today? There we go. Stand. Extremis Iron Man. That's quite funny. He's still bigger than him. Maybe I'm just overshooting for these wrestler figures. They're just too bulky. He looks actually really good in that. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Who doesn't want to stand? Giving up. There we go. And we'll do with the standard Marvel Legends female mould. So, you know, with Marvel Legends, it fits in pretty well. I should have actually got some DC Universe out, but they're kind of really buried. Sorry, guys. I'll do one last comparison. This, for all intents and purposes, is a Dark Knight Batman. So my custom figure, which I've shown you before. And as you can see, he's, you know, the mold's basically the same, just swapped the boots over. So there's only a real difference, but they're about the same height still. And this is the Bruce Wayne suit. So as you can see, if I lower him down a bit from his hips, that's as low as he goes. You can kind of fit into there as well. So you can maybe get him in both scales if you want. But he's a bit tall for the Movie Masters line. Like I said, I've got him for my 6-inch scale for these guys. So I was hoping to make him part of my Justice League. I'm undecided. We shall see. But anyway, the figure is really great. Beautiful details, great articulation. It has made me want to get their Amazing Spider-Man, even though I'm very happy with the Marvel Legends one. But just because this guy is just such a truly great figure. But we shall see. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. This is, like I said, my review for the MAFEX Dark Knight Rises Batman. Check out Anime King on eBay. And thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.